Good morning, students. In the previous video, we have studied about sense of collective belonging, in which we have studied how we felt that we all are a part of a single nation, one nation. Our history was reinterpreted, it was being told to people. Fiction, folklore, songs, symbols, they aroused nationalism in India. But by the end of the previous video, I have told you that these things also started posing problems. What kind of problems were there? Images and symbols used by nationalists began to be viewed through religious sentiments. It was being they were being accused of favoring a single religion, but in reality it was not the truth. Nation came to be seen in images of Bharat Mata. You can see the picture of Bharat Mata, and on the previous page also we have a picture of Bharat Mata. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay created the first image of Bharat Mata. Various other artists portrayed Bharat Mata in different forms. Then, nationalists began collecting folklores and legends to preserve traditions and discover national identity. What they have started? They started collecting folklores, old poems, you can say, in which heroic actions were being told. Nitasa Shastri brought out a collection of Tamil tales, the folklores of southern India. He assumed the character of national literature was trustworthy expression of people's thought and characteristics. That means in his literature, the expression of nationalism was trustworthy. Symbols like flags sought to unite and inspire people about nationalism. So, symbols, for example, they have given flags. So, it tried to unite and inspire people about nationalism. So, in this chapter, these are all the things. Now, let us take a quick revision of the chapter, that what we have studied in the chapter. So, this chapter is Nationalism in India. In this chapter, we have studied the First World War, Khilafat and non cooperation, different stands within the movement towards civil disobedience, the sense of collective belonging. These are the main parts of the chapter. I am not turning the pages because you can turn the pages like the way I am speaking. Now, in the very beginning, on the first page of this chapter, we have studied about implications of First World War. So that is a 3 mark question. Idea of Satyagraha then we have studied. That is also a 3 mark question. Then in that portion only, idea of Satyagraha, we have studied about 3 years, 1916, 17, 18. These years are very important for 3 mark question as well as for the map work. Then we have studied about the Rowlatt Act that came in 1919. We studied that what was Rowlatt Act and what were its results. Then we studied Jallianwala Bagh, that is also this incident also associated with Rowlatt Act. Then we studied Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Then after studying what happened over there, we studied about the results of that Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Then we have studied about Khilafat non-cooperation movement, in which we came to know about two brothers, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. Then we started the topic stages of non-cooperation movement, in which stages means it unfolded in stages. Firstly, returning of the those titles and so many other things. Then we studied about differences within the Congress. Some boycotted council elections, some wanted to attend them, some were afraid of violence. So many differences were there. Then we studied about different strands within the movement. So this topic had 3 divisions. Different strands within the movement means first movement in towns, then rebellion in countryside, then Swaraj in plantation. So that Swaraj in plantation is very important question for 3 marks. Then movement in towns. So Movement in town, we have also divided this into two, that is the beginning of the movement in the town, then why it slowed down, the reason for the slowing down of the movement, we have studied that. Then we studied rebellion in countryside, it is also divided into two, that is peasants and tribals. In peasants, it was led by Baba Ramchandra, you must remember. It is like landlords against landlord, talukdars, you must remember. Then we studied about tribals. This movement in tribal area was led by Aluri Sitaram Raju. It was against forest law. Then we studied Swaraj in plantation in detail also. Then afterward, towards civil disobedience, how non-cooperation movement was withdrawn, and C.R. Das, Motilal Nehru found Swaraj Party, and others argued agitation. So many things we have studied in them also. Then factors shaping Indian politics. So Great Depression जो हुआ था 1930, then Simon Commission 1928. Then Lahore session of Congress 1929, very very important 3-mark question and important for map work also. And all the sessions of Congress are very important for the map work. So headed by Jawaharlal Nehru, you must remember 3 points. Headed by Jawaharlal Nehru, demanded Purn Swaraj, declared celebration of Independence Day on 26 January 1930, pledged to struggle for complete independence. I have told you 4 points. It is a 3-mark question and is a very important one. Then we have studied about Salt March that happened in 1930. So it was a result of that letter Gandhiji has wrote to Lord Irwin, but he did not fulfill those demands. Then we studied about calling of civil disobedience movement. So many things we have studied in that also. Then after calling off, the movement was relaunched. So we have studied about that also. Gandhiji entered into a pact with Lord Irwin. Gandhiji agreed to take part in second roundtable conference. So many things we have studied in that. Then how participants saw the movement after its relaunching. This is divided into 4. How rich peasants saw that they wanted to fulfill their own demands. How poor peasants saw the movement. Then how business community saw the movement. In that we have studied that these firms were set up by the economists. Or then we have studied about workers, how workers saw the movement. Then we have studied about the participation of women in the movement. And then we got limitations of civil disobedience movement. This also divided into 2 parts, Dalits and Muslims. So in Dalits, it is very important that Gandhiji tried to abolish all kind of untouchability. He gave them the name Harijan, and that Pune Pact is also of very much importance in 1930. Depressed Class Association also very important. 1932 Pune Pact between Bhimrao Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi, it is also important. Then Muslim League, formation of Muslim League, and their fear is very important. Then we have studied about sense of collective belonging and the part I have told you today. So this was the chapter. The chapter becomes easy if you learn the events in a proper sequence. Only then you will not get confused, otherwise you will get confused. You must make a flow chart from the beginning. Only I am telling you to make a flow chart of the event, so it will be easier for you to understand the chapter. And if you know about the events, you can write anything about that. It's not like that only facts you are supposed to write. Many more things in history you can write about them apart from just facts. So this is all about the chapter for today, and I will broadcast the important questions from the chapter in your assignment slot in your DAV website. And in the next video we are going to start the new chapter from economics, chapter number 1 from economics. So till then, thank you and have a nice day, students.